Torch, does Cam get the same message that you gave to, I guess, Zach and Alex the other day? Just go play. Just kind of let things go and play your game.
I don't say anything to them. They know what to do. There's no restrictions.
But you want him to play with all his talents, with everything he's got today. I'm not really thinking about it, right?
Of course I do, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
You don't want guys to overthink it. You've talked to Alex and Zach in the last couple of days about just letting it go and play with your talent.
Yeah. I just want Cam to go play.
Cam yesterday was saying that maybe the hidden positive in this whole thing is that he can kind of hit a reset button with his season because he was struggling obviously all year. Do you think that can be the case for the last 30, however many games you got here? Let him just forget about the first, whatever happened.
Yeah, the way all of us are looking at it, we forget about the last game and get on to our next one. We're trying to take it one day at a time, and I think Cam has a hunger to start playing some hockey. He's been out for a while, so he's just going to go play.
John, I don't think there's a lot of guys on your team who can say that they're better than they were last year, but Seth Jones may fit under that category. You agree with that? What does it say about him when the rest of the team maybe is struggling and yet his game has been able to elevate?
Yeah, his potential's untapped. He gets better and better, not only on the ice but off the ice too. How he handles himself. He is. I usually don't like talking about players with awards and stuff like that. I still don't hear his name in as a Norris. And some of the other guys that are being mentioned are quality players. This guy needs to be grouped in with them.
Yeah, does he just his all-around game, the combination of things that he has, the size, the athleticism?
Well, look at the other night. It's just a little microcosm of what he does. He makes a great defensive play on I think it's a 3-on-2, 3-on-1, 3-on-2. Plays it well. And Vegas makes an extra pass, which is a great play. Jonesy blocks a shot before it goes in the open net. He's up the ice and makes the play to the net before we score a goal within a 15-second span. That's what he does. He is. He's getting better and better in understanding positioning. He's getting better and better as far as being a leader and a general in the back end. And he's up the ice all the time.
People say, where would this team be without Bobrovsky this year? Where would they be without Dubois? Does he fit in that category as well? Yeah,
he's that line had a ton of chances the last game. First period, I think they had probably 5 or 6 quality chances, with Luke getting 3 of them. Remember, we weren't sure where he fit, how much we were going to give him. He has become our top center and has done a lot of other things. I'm even thinking about maybe at a point in time, I'm not sure, after the break, maybe even some penalty killing. He's digested everything and hasn't blinked. He's been a really good player for us.
When you first got Jones, or maybe a month or so after the one hurdle you wanted him to clear was getting into games early and setting tone early. Is his play this season sort of proof that he's beyond that a little bit?
I don't even think of that anymore.
Standard bearer, standard responder.
Yeah, I don't even question that anymore. That's in the rearview mirror. He's just climbing, as I always look for, I think the biggest positive is it's not the coach thinks it or the coaching staff. I know he thinks it. I think that's the most important thing. He knows he can be better because that's how they get better, when they know they can be. So he keeps on. He's going to be a really good player when he finally gets to what really he is, and he's not close yet.
Can he be the guy, or do you want him to be the guy who drags guys into the fight?
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he does that. Without opening his mouth, I think sometimes that's one of your best leaders is someone that doesn't talk about it, just goes out and does it. He's probably been our most consistent player all year long, and his level keeps on raising as the season keeps going.
Not trying to pin you into a corner on this, but
don't try then, because I probably won't answer it.
I know, I don't want that. At some point though, with Jonesy, could you see him wearing a letter in his career?
I thought of that. I don't even think of that. No,
you mentioned leadership a lot, obviously. And
letters don't mean anything to me as far as leadership.
True.
And quite honestly, I think players think about that more than coaches do. I found that out when I was in Vancouver, and I think I made a mistake in taking a letter off of Ryan Kessler because I knew Kess was going to lead anyway. And I went a different direction, and it really bothered that player. So I want to respect how players feel about that. For me, I just watch how I don't look at their shirt and say, okay, he's a leader because he has an A on. I watch their actions. So that doesn't, those things really don't, as far as a coach, I don't think is as important. But for players, I understand it now. I learned a lesson in Vancouver on that.